It's Tuesday, June 20th at 6:30 in the morning, and the dogs and I have come down to Harrowsmith at the Cataractway Trail. We're going to take this east over to the K&P Trail and then south, hopefully to Murton Road. It's a beautiful, clear, calm morning at 14 degrees centigrade. It's supposed to go up to about 27 degrees today, and just thought we'd get it early today to do some more intense birding along the way. Five minutes in and I've already got 22 species of birds. You can accumulate birds very quickly along this trail at the start here from Harrowsmith off towards the east. There's all kinds of warblers and towhees and thrashers and different sparrows and redwings and black grackles, and just a lot of birds actively singing and moving around in this area. I'm hoping by coming this early as well that I'll beat some of the bicyclists that come along here. It can actually get quite heavy at times. So 20 minutes over to the K&P and we're at 33 species already, and things are very active, which is what you might expect on a beautiful clear morning like this one. So we'll head down the K&P now towards Millhaven Creek. So I passed some equipment back there at the junction of the K&P and the Cataractway Trail. A small excavator and some dump trucks and a skid steer. Looks like they've been re-ditching the edges here. Not sure why. I don't believe there's been a major issue with water flow or flooding along here. It's always a bad time to do this kind of work because you have birds nesting at this time of year. Right along the sides here as well, some species. So I don't know why they can't hold off this kind of stuff until the fall or something, but especially when people are using the trail so heavily now. And with their work, they've altered the structure of the surface here. It's looser and more gravelly. It was nicely packed and very fine textured. Now there's a lot of broken rock mixed in. Yeah, so they've graded the whole trail here too, which sounds good, but the trouble is they stir up a lot of the larger rocks underneath. Either that or they've added gravel here, I'm not sure. But there's a lot of this larger gravel now that you can see that wasn't here. This was just packed hard stone dust before, and it was really good for cycling. Now they've mixed in this larger 1-inch gravel and stirred the base up, so it's not as good. They've chewed away at the rock cliff here, which I don't know why that was necessary. It wasn't hurting anything the way it was. Yeah, I just don't know why they felt this was necessary. to do this scouring of the edge here, or ditching, or whatever you want to call it. There was no issue with flooding here. Getting a few deer flies in through this section up to Millhaven Creek. Nothing major, just a few on the back of my head biting. What's the purpose of this scrape here? Well, it's 7:20 and we're just approaching the Millhaven Creek Bridge. We've got about 45 species of birds tallied already. Hopefully we'll add some different species as we head south from here. Yeah, the whole roadbed here is all loose now. I'm not sure if they're still planning to add something over this and pack it down or whatnot, but certainly not as good as it was before. Yeah, it's nice to get out in the cool of the morning. Yesterday we went out along the cat trail in the afternoon and it was quite intense, the sun. The overall temperature wasn't too extreme. It was probably 27 or so, but just that heat of the sun on your skin can get quite intense. Luckily there we did have some shade along the trail, but there are advantages to getting out early like this. So we've reached our end point here in the south end at Murton Road. It's 8:12 and we've walked about 6.8 kilometers over about an hour and 45 minutes time. And currently we have, let's see here, currently we have 55 species of birds. So all told, this walk takes about 3.5 hours and covers about 13.6 kilometers. I've only seen one cyclist so far this morning, and I'm wondering if it's maybe because the trail is sort of torn up that they're just avoiding it. Because I think usually by now I would have seen at least 5 or so. "9:06 and we're back at Millhaven Creek, working our way north. It's starting to feel quite a bit warmer. I brought this shirt mainly for the bugs today and some of the sun as well, but I may have to take it off before too long. It's starting to get a bit warm. Well, that was an optimistic sign, at least, that they're using a roller to go over some recently applied stone dust back there. Maybe they're going to put more up this top end too, where it looks so rough right now. If they do that, then the trail may get back to what it was like before, hopefully. Oh, what a day, what a day. Beautiful out. Phoebes often nest on this little cliff area, so hopefully they didn't destroy a phoebe nest with all their chewing around on this lower part here. I can hear more equipment operating up around the bend here, so we'll be running into them again before long. Yeah, that excavator and skid steer back there were taking quite a bit out of the side of the trail here. And I guess they're going to be working their way up this way too. And when I passed them, they were actually digging up small bushes and small trees and everything, which is a bad thing at this time of year because almost certainly there'll be birds nesting along the edge here. Warblers and thrashers, catbirds, things like that. If there's shrubs at all that are coming out onto the trail edge, and there are, those are the kind that right now you can easily destroy bird nests. So this kind of work ideally would be done in the fall after the birds have nested, not right during prime nesting season. So it's 9:54 and we're just finishing up our hike here. We're coming to the parking lot at Harrowsmith on Highway 38. And it's been a great walk. It's a bit saddened to see the work on the trail going on, but hopefully in the end it'll work out okay. And hopefully they're not destroying many, if any, birds' nests, but I have my doubts. Anyhow, thanks for joining me on this hike, and we'll see you on a new adventure before too long.